Yo, what's happening? James, what's up, bro? So, one call away, what's happening? Hey, so, y'all see the title of the video, all about that bottom line, right? So, uh, me and my boy was running it, and in the process of running it, I see, uh, I see a live, I tuned in, didn't take much about it, but I want people to understand something. I ain't knocking nobody business. I ain't in nobody business. I don't care about nobody business. None of that. I ain't beefing with nobody. You know, I'm only gonna speak with about facts, numbers, and etc. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, the only thing I did pay attention to was if you with Landstar, then you restricted to Landstar. So for the people who not with Landstar, let me tell y'all something. I ain't even with Landstar no more. I just terminated my contract. But let me tell you something. It ain't no dispatches. Ain't nobody telling you where to go, when to go, how to go. You strictly on your own. Anybody with Landstar can tell you that. You don't just have to run Landstar loads on Landstar load board. You can run other loads for the people who don't know. And the people who lease to Landstar, they run a totally different load board than what every other person see. They got a carrier load board. That's what everybody is not with Landstar see. Then they got a load board for all the people that's with Landstar. Two totally different load boards, not the same. The loads ain't the same. They don't pay the same. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So some people may, depending on what it is or whatever, a particular load you see on the carrier load board may be $1,500. And then, but the load board that the people see that's leased on, it may be $2,000. So I just want to clear that up. Because, like I said, for people who not with Landstar, you ain't gonna know. But at the end of the day, it's all about that bottom line, right? So one of my other homies, I finally then gave up talking to him about business. But anyway, he always talking about getting his own authority, blah, blah, blah. He want advice, but then when you give him advice, it's going one ear and go out the other ear. So, with that being said, basically what I told him to do, write down all his expenses, right now while he leased on. And whoever in his ear, tell them to write down all their expenses. Allegedly, these other people run under their own authority. Write down their expenses. Tell them to show you rate cons for the loads they run. And tell them to show you paperwork, how much they paying for insurance. Tell them to show you paperwork, how much they truck load is, or how much they spending on fuel and everything. Now, you actually have something to compare it to, which will be better for you, right? Then you can make your decision. But either way you look at it, I'm going to support your decision. That's your business. They ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with you regardless. But, so the percentage with Landstar depend on what type of equipment you're running. With High Shot, you pay 30% to them. But what people don't understand is it's 30% on paper. But when you running loads, for example, say a load pay $2,000, all right, and on paper it say they get 30% of it. That's on paper only. In reality, they ain't getting 30% of it because they got to pay fuel surcharge if you hitting toll roads like you go to New York or something like that. They got to pay for them tolls. If it's a tarp load, they got to pay you for the tarp. or depending on what the equipment is, exactly. And yeah, the 30% is of the line haul only. They only get 30% of the line haul only. You know what I'm saying? But when they do all them deductions, then they ain't getting 30% of the 2,000. They probably getting 30% of 12 or 1,300. They getting 30% out of that. So technically, it ain't 30% no more. You know what I'm saying? So want you to understand that. Then on average, everybody with land start probably saving at least $2,000 a month in fuel because of the discount so big. People that's running on their own authority, they is not getting the same discount. If they, a lot of them don't have credit cards. That's their biggest mistake. But uh, so most of them people, they living day by day. That's why they have to factor. If they don't factor, they'll be out of business. But you got to pay for factoring too. Or a lot of them don't dispatch themselves. They paying for factoring, they paying for dispatching, they paying cash for fuel, you know what I'm saying, debit card, cash, or whatever. So if you don't get no load that day, you ain't got no money to pay for fuel the next day and the day after that and the day and the day and the day. If you got credit cards, you better off. But for the most part, they living day by day by day by day. So they can't afford to miss no days off. When you structure your business right, you can afford to miss days off. All right. The other thing, a lot of them got everybody listen to everybody. What you think about this? What you think about that? And people just tell them stuff. They going to go buy all these expensive equipment. They got high truck notes, high trailer notes, high insurance, full amount they paying on fuel. You got all these high expenses, but in your mind, you like, man, I got my own authority. Well, the brokers effing you over. You know what I'm saying? They saying, hey, all I got is, you know, $1 a mile on this load. Well, really, they done got $3.50, $4 a mile off this load, but they tell you you got $1. Well, you at the brokers, you at their hands. So, you know what I'm saying? You gonna either take what they give you, or you won't get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the other thing. Now keep in mind, I ain't knocking not one person that got their own authority, because I have my own authority. So don't take what I'm saying out of context, because it seems like people do that. But what I'm saying is, no one doing their homework. They just think they're gonna make $1 million first year. Facts. I ain't think I could make $1 million, but I sure thought I could make an extreme amount of money in my first year. I definitely thought like that because of what was being told to me. I'm going off what people tell, because I don't know nothing about the business, so I'm going off what I'm told. And they weren't lying to me about the amount of money I can make. They just didn't tell me all the other stuff that come along with it, all these different fees and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? Have my own authority. I'm paying. You know, you got to pay for your authority. You got to pay extreme amount for the insurance on it, because you got to pay down payments. You got to pay UCR fees. You got to pay franchise taxes. You gotta pay for a drug consortium. You gotta pay $22.90 because I was running big trucks. You gotta pay, man. You paying fees after fees after fees. Yeah, they don't tell you about all the little stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of moving parts that people ain't telling y'all. So everybody in my shit, I'm gonna get my own authority. I'm gonna get my own authority. Man, listen. I ain't trying to discourage you. You really need to do your homework, because it's a whole lot these people ain't telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot they ain't telling y'all. And people just falling out there. A lot of people, they running wrong. You know what I'm saying? They get stopped by the cops. A lot of their paperwork ain't right. They shutting them down right there in the weigh station or on the side of the road or wherever. They get shut down. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot that go into this. But so besides all this stuff I just named, when you stuck having to do paperwork all the time, it take away your time from being on the road making the money. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you ain't making enough money, you can't afford to pay somebody to do it, because you ain't profiting at that point. Scared of weigh station. Yeah, a lot of people scared of weigh station. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, people I feel like people need to really do their comparison because no matter if you run your own authority or you lease to somebody, as long as your numbers make sense, as long as that bottom line makes sense, that's the only thing that really matters. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if all right, so I'm gonna give you something. When I was running my authority, I was paying insurance on my hot shot truck. I think it was like $1,200 or $1,500 a month what I was paying. I don't remember which one, but it was somewhere in there, 12 to 1,500. All right. My truck note was only $725 a month because I had a nice size down payment on it. The truck was brand new, had a nice down payment on it. But I already knew my truck note and my insurance, I'm paying over $2,000 a month just for that. If my insurance was 1,500, 1,500 and 725 for the truck note. So what's that? 22.25. So bare minimum, I gotta make 22.25 to even break even. You know what I'm saying? To be able to pay the truck note and pay the insurance. All right. I still gotta pay for fuel. I still gotta have money to eat with, pay bills at home or whatever, to reinvest in the business, maintenance, different stuff like that. Well, I already know out the gate I gotta come up with 22.25 just to even to start. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have 22.25 a month just to make them payments so I can continue to run. All right. If you going day to day, you paying cash, then you'll deplete your cash real fast. So you need credit cards. All right. Some people ain't got credit cards or they credit bad or whatever. So they go to a factoring company. All right, factoring company gonna charge you anywhere from 2.5 maybe. That'll be 2.5 will be a recourse. Meaning if the factoring company don't get their money from whatever broker you ran the load for, then they come out to you and get their money back. All right, non-recourse is you pay a little bit of a higher percentage, but if the broker or shipper don't pay, then they can't come after you, as long as you sent them the paperwork in. So that's another thing. I don't hear nobody talking about recourse, non-recourse. This is what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff people ain't telling y'all. So anyway, with that being said, so just say you get a 3.5% interest rate on it, or fee, whatever you want to call it. You pay them 3.5% of every load you run. A lot of people use dispatch. You pay your dispatch anywhere from 5 to 15% or whatever dispatch charge. I don't know. So you almost at 20% of every load right there. You know what I'm saying? And you still gotta pay for fuel, still gotta pay for truck note, still gotta pay your trailer note, you still gotta have money in your pocket. And the loads already chopped down, because them loads on load board that everybody fighting over, some of them loads that went through 2 or 3 people before you even get it. You getting the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? You getting what's left. Because the good loads never see load board. Good loads never, ever see load board. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So like I was saying, you add all your expenses up, pennies, facts. You add all your expenses up, and you see what it costs when you run your own authority with all them other fees I just named, and then you add them up being leased to somebody, that's including all the discounts, and you see what'll be beneficial to you. Yeah, if the showers, food, facts. That's what I'm saying. People don't even talk about all this type of stuff right here. But yet, everybody, they listen to one person, jump right in the business, then you see them a few months down the line, they don't exist anymore. Oh, what happened to such and such them? Yeah, they went out of business because they listen to what people saying instead of doing their own research. You know what I'm saying? I feel personally, Dwayne, what's happening? How the new job coming along? Oh, they straight, man. I done got a lot of them kinks worked out, and You know what I'm saying? Actually, I get more phone calls than I would like to get now. Different people hit me up. Hey, I got this low, I got that low. You want it, you want it, you want it. It got to the point now I just started not answering calls because my phone ring a little bit too much. But like I say, in this company, they structured very similar to Landstar. So, of course, my expensive still low, you know. Uh, but man, basically what I'm saying, hey man, don't every person that gives you information, take that, do your own research, and not take that information and go to the next person. Well, he said this, and he said that. So what you saying? No, do your own research. Quit being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing research. All you gotta do on a lot of this stuff, call up a factory company, call up Federal Motor Carrier, call a drug consortium, call these people, call the DOT police officer, call them and ask them questions. All you gotta do. But nobody is calling the people that they gotta go through. They calling people on the internet and asking these people questions without any of these people showing them any proof. You know what I'm saying? Everything I tell y'all, I can show proof of. Everything. Ain't one thing I ever got on this internet and said that I couldn't show you proof of. Number one. Number two, I ain't knocking nobody. Everybody, facts. They need to stop taking cheap freight. I ain't knocking nobody. Everybody get their money. Everybody get their money. I ain't knocking that. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I've never, ever charged nobody for nothing. Zero. Nobody. People that try to give me money and I wouldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? Because my blessings come from God. So, I ain't worried about none of this. But all I'm saying is people get on here and they charge you for information. I'm giving you solid information that I can show you proof for, paperwork. Got tons of videos that I posted on here showing paperwork. And I don't charge nothing. So take it how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't directed to nobody. It's just speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? But take it how you want to take it. I'm getting free information. And I got the paperwork to prove everything I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff people don't know, but yeah, everybody want to jump in this business. This ain't for play. This the real deal. Probably ain't keeping up with it. Spending besides fuel. It's more than fuel. Hey, facts. Man, it's so much. Man, it is so much that these. Matter of fact, I still have to look at all my old paperwork as a reference just to make sure I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Well, right now I'm leased, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's still certain stuff that I still have to keep up with. Because when you run your own commercial tax, you still got to keep up with your mileage and stuff like that you run in each state. Because you, CB, man, I hit you up twice when I was down in the NO, man. You ain't even come through, man. Man, how your baby girl and your family, bro? Man, you gotta hit me up. We gotta chop it up, man. Yo, but like I say, man, I ain't never charged for no information on here. I done help people get started. Facts. I done help people get started. I done put together packages for people. I done done a whole lot for free. And you got people charging you and ain't giving you nothing. Man, Jane, I appreciate it. Yeah, I done put together packages. I done put together profit and loss statements. I done put together all kind of stuff. Man, heck yeah, man. CB, I bet she keeping you up, won't let you rest. I always want to hold on to you. Oh, yeah. You got a lot more to come, man. A lot more. You whining, you got to give her everything she want. Yeah, she gonna break you in. Yo, but, yeah, man. No sleep. Man, been there, bro. Been there. Heck yeah, man. Congrats to you, though, bro. I'm proud of you, man. Yo, but, like I say, man, I done so much for so many people, and I ain't ever in life ever thought about charging them for nothing. But again, let me say, because I don't want nobody take this the wrong way. Oh, he hating on me and nah, I ain't hating on nobody. I just want the viewers to understand that it seems like this ain't for everybody, but it seems like when people getting you free information and showing you paperwork to prove what they saying is true, it's like it go on one end and go out the next, but then you go to the next person and you let them charge you and you don't get not even 20% of the same information. It's crazy to me. But hey, keep spending your money, you know what I'm saying? Keep spending. But like I say, numbers don't lie. When you, man, CB, I need you to tell these people, man. CB running his truck, CB used to be in PA and all these other places. That well, them loads ain't pay. When CB wanted them to pay, CB wasn't touching it. You know what I'm saying? Cause he a businessman. He know business. A lot of people don't know business. Yeah, facts, Jane. They don't know business. But everybody just get in and they feel like because they ran a load, this load allegedly paid this amount of money, they made that. Man, listen. If your net don't meet the demands of your expenses and profit, then you need to change up some stuff or you need to find you something else to do. Facts, show how much you keep at the end of the week. Rather sit than haul cheap. Overhead was low so I could do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad CB got on here, you know what I'm saying? Because CB, so many newer people, they feel like because they ran the load and the load paid a certain amount of money that they making money. They ain't making money. Cheaper to run empty than load. Hey, facts, Jane, cause I'm gonna tell you this here. If I put, when I was running the hot shot, if I put 16,000 pound load on the truck and the load paid a dollar 15 cents, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna cost me so much money to run that because I'm killing my fuel tank. All this money that I supposed to be made off this load, I didn't make it. Because most of it went to fuel. If I was running my own authority, factoring company, dispatch and everything, ain't no profit left. Sometimes I use the deadhead facts. Man, CB, I preach on that all the time. No win to deadhead. No win to deadhead. Man, I preach on that. No win to deadhead. A lot of people think deadheading is bad. Deadhead ain't always bad if you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing because I got a lot of experience to bag it up. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you what my truck gonna get empty. I can tell you what it's gonna get loaded. I can tell you what it's gonna get per the weight of the load. I can tell you what it's gonna get on what highways I drive on. If I'm going up and down hills, around curves, I can tell you everything about that mode. Cause I learned the business. I took time to learn. And I had the experience to bag it up. Rather put 50 in my tank and run to get where I can get the money. Facts, facts, facts. And facts again, James. One call away. That's what I'm saying. You gonna spend a little money to get to a lot of money. All right, I'm finna give you another example. It's just random example, right? Say I'm in Louisiana. I seen A1 load in Atlanta, $5 a mile, going somewhere that I ain't got to spend a lot of money on tolls. I ain't got to spend a lot of money on, like if it's an oversized, I got to pay for permits or I ain't got to spend a lot of money on fuel. None of that, right? The average person will be like, man, let me just get some. I'm waiting, try to get some to go this 8.5 hour run to Atlanta so I can get that load. All right, it'll cost me in the big truck. Probably cost me $100 and something dollars in fuel, $100 even in fuel to deadhead to Atlanta to get this load, right? Now I done got to this load. The only thing I lost was time. I ain't lose no money. Cause now dang, my bad. I ain't lose no money. I only lost time driving out there to get this load. All right. If you reverse the roles and somebody pick up a load going out, and ain't nothing wrong with this, but you pick up a load going that way, right? You book this load, and you try and get to the other load. Say they take forever loading you. You spend all this money and fuel going out there. Then when you get out there, you can't get unloaded when you need to be unloaded so you can go get this other load. But and now you done screwed yourself. You done lost this other load that you was trying to get, and then everything that fell apart for you. That's what I'm saying. No win a dead hand. Just because you see a load on the board, pay $400, $450 to go 100 miles don't mean it's a good load because the rate per mile good. You might be stuck and that may be your only load for the day. So you done sacrifice a whole day for $400. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know good business. Didn't even run my truck faster than about 6 days to save you. Only ever went faster to pass folks. Facts. KB speak on that all the time. KB the trucker speak on that. He run by 6 days. Cranberry, he run Cranberry by 6 days. So, you know, the only time I really hit it in my truck is I'm racing against my clock. Because I know I got to shut down at a certain time. I know I got to try to get this off at a certain time because I don't want to miss my other load. That's the only time I'm really hitting it. Other than that, I don't really hit it because I think the same way. You keep putting your foot in it, your fuel tank going to continue to drop. So many people running lows is really costing them money. They don't even know it. Facts, because they don't know big. Man, I tell you, a lot of people do not crunch the numbers. They don't. They ain't sitting down, calculating expenses, none of that. They just like, man, if I can make such and such amount of money, if I can make $20,000 a month, then I'll be good. Well, if you have to make $20,000, making $20,000 good. But if you have to make $20,000 a month to stay in business, then hey, something ain't right, bro. Something is not right. But let's start giving you money in advance to get the lows. Facts. Mike, what's up? Mike, my bad. Up in New Jersey. Where you headed to? Picking up though, dropping off, or what? Man, these mosquitoes getting hold of me, man. They eat me up, bro. I already got 1, 2 here, one on my head. I'm gonna have to get up out of it. I'm gonna have to go on the inside in a minute. But yeah, if you have to make $20,000 a month, like you have to make a profit, you might need to rethink it, man. For real. It's crazy. You just preach, keep overhead low. People don't listen. Facts, they don't. You're done if you don't make that 20K. Hey, that's right, man. And I don't know how much a lot of people care about being at home with their family. And you know what I'm saying? Want to break down his old facts. But that's your business. That's how you got your household structure. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me. But for me, personally, in my lifestyle, man, I like to be with my family. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't get something bringing me back home, bro, I would deadhead home. But I'm gonna make sure. That's why I make sure every load I run is very strategic. Cause I always plan in my head, what if I have to deadhead? That's always in my head on every load I run. What if I have to deadhead? So I gotta get a certain amount of money per mile to run this load. Because if I deadhead, I already calculate deadhead miles into this one load. And that's why I feel like I don't have problems other people have. Because I already calculated this. Eat some onions. Mosquitoes hate it, man. I hate onions. I ain't gonna say I hate it, but golly, boy, they killing me too. But hey, man, that's all I wanted to say on the video. It's all about the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's all about the profit. However you want to structure your business, run your business, that's your business. It ain't my business. You know what I'm talking about? I just want y'all to understand something. Why I gave it up, my first child, so I gotta be here. Facts, CB, facts, bro. Hey, man, it's a beautiful thing. But like I say, man, I ain't knocking nobody. I ain't knocking no hustlers. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't knocking no hustlers. Get your money, you know. But it's all about that bottom line. Keep your expenses. Uh, keep your expenses low. Keep your overhead low. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to take off work, you can take off and it won't hurt you. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say is the fact that even with Landstar, if I decide that I don't want to run for a month, 2 months, or whatever the case may be, Landstar still paid my insurance. So even though I ain't running, my insurance is still paid. Then when I run, they just take their money back out of the loads I run. You know what I'm saying? So even if I don't run, I'm still in business. People who got their own authority, if they don't run, they out of business. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, I already been there. I already had my own business, all this stuff there. And I knew if my trucks didn't move, then I was out of business. So when I fired a driver or whatever the case may be, I got in that truck and I ran it. Because I understand them bills got to get paid. That insurance got to get paid, etc. Take it off, stay at home. Account facts. Yeah. So, like I said, I done mentioned it plenty of times before. My three 18-wheelers and the 3 trailers I had up under my own authority, a freaking insurance was $75,000 a year. $75,000. Every time it was time to renew, I had to pay $17,000 on the spot, right then and there. Boom. Put it on a credit card or ACH the money. You know what I'm saying? Right on the spot. So I already been down that road. Had my authority for a total of 3 or 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. So I already ran numbers. I already know what time it is. I've did it. I've done it. Hot shot, 18-wheelers, etc. Drivers working for me. No driver can ever get on here and say they ain't never get paid. They could never get home. Nobody ever get treated right. Truck broke down. I put them in a hotel room. Still paid them $100 a day while the truck was broke down. And still paid for the truck to get fixed. So I do great business. You know what I'm saying? Use to tell folks, try and create other streams of income as well. I could park the truck anytime for the amount of time we can still be good at home. Facts. Me and Tay were just talking about that. Trucking with Tay, check it channel out. Me and Tay were just chopping it up about the same thing. Other streams of income. You know what I'm saying? But, like I say, when you got your own authority, or you want to get your own authority, just do your research first. I support you. Do your thing. But I don't want you to go in there blind from listening to other people. It's a lot of fees you gotta pay. A lot of fees. You know what I'm saying? And if you miss one payment on your commercial insurance running under your own authority, they cancel your authority. When you reactivate it, in the system, it's showing that it's like you just got their authority for the first time. Trust me, I done been down that road, had an insurance agent screw me, trying to get me to pay them $30,000 in 1 month. You just got $15,000 out of me, which I shouldn't have paid, but I got people working for me, and I got to make sure these people get a paycheck and take care of their family. So I got to suffer, bite the bullet just to make sure my employees good. You know, talking about that CDL. Man, I don't even want to get in that CDL, non-CDL stuff, but I don't want this stuff to go the wrong way. Because, you know what I'm saying? However, the information got back to this person, man, it just seemed to me took it the wrong way. Ain't no beef or nothing like that. I don't want nobody to think that, but it just appeared that he received it totally opposite of what I was saying. I actually felt like I was giving him a compliment, really. But, you know, hey, man. But, anyway, yo, you missed one payment? Man, the system, it look like you done just started all over from scratch. Went through that, what, with your insurance counseling or what? Rico, what's happening? Man, Rico had his own authority. Rico could tell you, you know what I'm saying? People that got their own authority get on here and speak, man. People that had their own authority got their own authority get on here and speak. Because I think the more people that speak about it, then I think the more people will start getting it. You know what I'm saying? And not feel like you just saying anything to them. So, you know what? Y'all go get your own authority. Go do whatever you're gonna do. Spend all your money. That's your business. Bro, honestly, I can kill this. I'm really just been trying to help people. Some people appreciate it. Some people don't appreciate it. I know I wasn't ready for that. Facts. Happy Atlanta stuff. Facts. So, hey, go do your thing. Go spend up all your money. All that done. I can kill this. You know, whatever you spend your money on don't affect me at all. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to get some advice and you really going to listen to the advice and take it in, then get at me. If you want to hear what I got to say, then go listen to what this person got to say, and this person got to say, and this person got to say, and this person got to say. I'm not the person for you to call. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person to talk to. Not saying you got to do what I got to do, but I got plenty of things to do. Don't waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste my time. Because I ain't charge you again. Other people charge you. So don't waste my time if you ain't going to be serious about it and make the necessary steps. Because I ain't telling you to do nothing. All I'm saying is get solid facts, paperwork to bag up everything that's being said, and compare that to facts and paperwork from leasing versus running your own authority. Get all the facts here and get all the facts here, then you figure out what's gonna be better for you and you do that. I'm not saying do what I say do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna say that because what I do may not work for you and what you do ain't gonna work for me. So I ain't gonna never ever say that. All I'm saying is just do your research, do your homework, figure out what's gonna work for you, and then rock with that. Quit going back and saying, well, this person said this and this person said that and that and that. Man, don't even call me, don't email me, don't come in on no live, none of that. I ain't got time for no mess, man. I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? I got business to take care of, I got kids to take care of, all that. I only trying to help anyway. Again, I ain't charging you. So, hey, and I ain't mad at nobody. I'm just letting people know what's up with me. I ain't here for the games, man. That's what it is. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.